So here we are, the Firefly Sci-Fi conspiracy. Why was such a popular, successful show canceled so quickly? Who had the most to gain by this show being canceled? Nobody really had anything to lose. The people involved, the creators, the actors, none of them had anything to lose. But who had the most to gain from the show being canceled? That's what we're going to go over today. I know the answer to this question. I'm going to lead you along. I'm going to help you figure this out on your own. You're going to use the brain that God gave you. You eliminate all other factors, and the one which remains must be the truth. Sherlock Holmes. When you have eliminated all which is impossible, then whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Sherlock knew what he was talking about, and you're going to go over this in your brain. You're going to figure it out on your own. The owners and the creators are very clever people. They have to be to create such a good show. They've never come out and said, oh, hey, we're morons, we're stupid for canceling such a popular show. They've never said that. They never will. They've never given an explanation to why it was, a good reason to why it was canceled, and they never will give that answer because it's too explosive. They want you to figure it out on your own. Their standard line is, oh, it's done, the show's done. What kind of people? Who has the power to shut down a show like that? A popular show. Who has the most to gain? Yes, these go over in your head. Go over all the different powerful organizations. Who has the power? It's easy to figure out who your master is. A great philosopher came up with this over 100 years ago. It's easy to find out who your master is. It's the people who you cannot say anything bad about in public. That is your master. In every society, it's the same way. The people that you cannot criticize in public without having your life destroyed, those are your masters. So, there's another show that has a lot in common with Firefly. It's on today, Person of Interest. Person of Interest is a really exciting new show. Very, very similar to the Firefly. They have lots in common. And it's funny how the Person of Interest show, it keeps on getting its night and time slot changed. So I wonder who's behind changing the time slot as much as possible, to throw the fans off, just screw, it's one of the worst things you can do to a TV show. Change its night, its time slot, do it over and over and over. It's an easy way to piss off the fans. Who had the power to do something like this? And it's funny how, don't be surprised if Person of Interest all of a sudden, oh, another popular show canceled. Right now it's going strong. But you just never know in this new world we live in. The new world after a banking collapse. You don't really hear about that much anymore, do you? The banking collapse. Who prints the money? The banks. The banks print the money and they collapsed. But everything is okay. Huh. That's very strange. So how's the banking collapse and sci-fi TV shows? How do they come together? Is there any connection? Something to think about. Firefly, the sci-fi conspiracy, the truth. Was there any bribes? Did the powers to be use force and threats, or did they use bribes? What was the factors behind this cancellation? Why would the owner of a big studio sabotage a popular show? Why was this show sabotaged? Even today, the actors go around, they have big sci-fi shows, and fans from all over the world talking about how popular this show was, and yet it's on the shelf. Reminds me of another movie that was put on the shelf a long, long time ago. Citizen Kane. One man, William Randolph Hearst, had the power to put a motion picture, put it on the shelf. It wasn't seen for years. It's funny how the power of TV and movies and powerful people collide. Well, that's just something to think about. Thank you.